Hello, this is George Senda, the official, the real, the authentic, the original, the one, the only, the guy from Pittsburgh. And I tried to do this in photo booth. Took me 26 minutes and I gave up. Because the term assembly instructions is a total lie. You have to read this and try to figure out how to assemble this. And I don't have a proper workbench. Oh, sheep. I just lost a screw somewhere. Probably the one in my head. And this is as far as I got in 26 minutes. And then I had to close the door. The evil air blower guy is there, and people making noise. So, and then I had to figure out, and you have these little tiny, these things. And they have to go into holes and with these round things. So now the issue is, I'll have to figure out what I have four. You have to put these into here, and then you have to put this board. It's very heavy, and they give you little teeny tiny holes. And I'm afraid to put another screw because I put it on the bed and the screw went somewhere, so I'm going to have to find the screw. But at least I can get one drawer done if I can see what I'm doing, which is difficult because when you only have, you can't see well out of one eye. So, and I wish one day I hope to have a house with a proper workshop and a work table and an assistant, because you're only supposed to do this with two people. But I'm going to try to do the futon frame, at least the drawers, by myself, which is fraught with peril. Okay, now they give you these little tiny holes to screw them in. And I have a drill, but I don't know what happened to the power thing. I don't think I need a drill. And I'm not going to look in the chat right now if anybody's in chat because I have to have my hands free. And this is not going to be easy. Because they give you they have these little dinky holes so you can barely see. Or at least I can barely see. And they're tiny. And I really should have brought my lantern over here. Okay. Well, the one hole has styrofoam dust in it, which makes it rather difficult to see to begin with. The other hole I can see, but barely. I mean, it's not good. All right, let's see if I can get it in there at least. I don't know. I don't know what's in there. That's why I need a table or a sawhorse at the very least. Okay, now I figured it out. It's way over to the right of the edge. There we go. All right, I got one. So now I gotta hold. I need three hands. I gotta. Oh! And I don't want to strip these out. God, people are noisy in this building. They stand out on the sidewalk and they yell at each other instead of talking in a normal. Okay, there. Talking in a normal voice. Okay. So now take the bar. You cannot do this, but this is the Mission style futon frame drawer from Ginny's, but they also sell them at Midnight Velvet, Montgomery Ward. They're all different companies owned by the same company. This is the drawers. So now you screw it on one side. This has, I don't know if bevel is the right word for it, an edge along all four sides. And then you line up the second hole. And this is probably not as tight as it should be. And then you get the other side and hope the screws don't fall out while you're doing this. Which I already lost one. I'll have to figure out where it is. And I cannot see the holes on this end at all. There they are. I've got one in. Where are you, Scotty or Jordy LaForge, when I need you? Or Trip from Enterprise. I was trying to watch the Shuttle Pod show with one of the directors of Enterprise, and it's impossible to watch YouTube and do this. And that's not going in right. There it goes. One's in. I believe the other's in. James T. Kirk could probably do this, but not, I don't know if a card could now. Okay, it's tightening. Yay! The screw is there. Okay. Now this is not the Futon frame. That I will need Kathy's help because there's no way in hell I can put that together by myself. I'll need her to hold on to one end while I assemble the other end. Of course, you don't want to strip these out. Okay. And my shoulders still hurt when I do anything that requires stretching my arm out. This screw just keeps turning. All right, so now after 26 minutes of photo booth and 8 minutes of this. This is the drawer without the bottom. So I'm going to put this down. Not drawer number one, Price is Right, but drawer number one. And I'm going to, and I'm wheezing now. Hold on, it's inhaler time. This bronchitis has been kicking my butt. All right. So we'll go live. And I do not know if anybody's in chat. I haven't been looking. No one's in chat. Okay, now I'm going to go get the board, which is a number 12. No, I have a number 12. I have a board which is a number 13, the unlucky 13. If this doesn't clear up, I'm going to go back to my doctor and say, I'm going to write my doctor, you need to give me some antibiotics or something to kill this off. It is really, every day I'm coughing and wheezing. Maybe when I get off the floor I'll be better. I have another problem. I really cannot take all the bedding off the floor because the Fluffy or the little girl are sleeping. I'm going to have the heart to move them because Fluffy's sound asleep now. Well, he just woke up to stretch. And all this jumping down on the bed is scaring him a little bit because he's afraid I'm going to fall on him. do my best not to do that. So now I'll go and look for number 13. Okay. Oh. All right. And I may as well get the other 13. One at it. And then I'll have to find the screw wherever the heck. I can do this with 3 and then try to find the screw with the lantern. Otherwise, I'm screwed. Figuratively, maybe literally, I don't know. Okay, mumbling to myself. Otherwise, I'm screwed figuratively and perhaps literally. All right, here's the lantern, which has been invaluable in my seeing since I bought it. And I was criticized by trolls. Why did you buy that? You don't need it. Yes, I do. I need it to see. Okay, now. And stepping on this bedding is squishy and perilous. And if you ever wonder why I can't work, this is one reason why I can't breathe. If you can't breathe, you're not going to be able to go into work. Okay, I have 4 inhalers, and I'm going to have to take them all at the conclusion of this exciting video. All right, and I hope not to shove the board somewhere in my body. All right, now we have... Going into full Darth Vader mode now. Now we have number 13. So let me look at the camera again so I can see what I'm doing. Here is number 13. And this has many screws. It has 4 screw holes here. Oh my God, what the hell? There's more screw. There's 2 here. There's 2 here. And all of this okay, this might be a little easier because I don't want to set it on fluffy. Okay. There's no way in hell I'm going to lift this. There. Easily. At this point, it's going to be very heavy. All right, Fluff. Okay. This is the door. And this is the bottom. And then there's casters that go on here. Now I got to figure out which screws go on here. So we have number L. So now I look for L for lunatic. Whoever came up with this way to do this without any video instructions or written instructions. And you're a lunatic if you decide to do this on your own, I suppose. K. All right, we have L. We'll put aside the 3 screws to assemble the other one for the moment. This is all the L screws. And I'm not going to take them all out at once. I'm just going to take enough to hold 4 corners, I think. So I don't have to keep holding on to the thing. Now there is a contraption in the bedroom that I failed. With Patty's help, we both failed. We could not assemble it. I'll have to pay someone for it. It's a storage rack for the kitchen, except it's too big to fit in the kitchen. I'm going to have to pay somebody $120 eventually to assemble it. All right, now we have screw number 1. Except there's one problem. I think I've done this wrong. Because I don't see any way to put the casters in here. I see holes for the screws. Maybe I've done it in reverse. This is supposed to go under the futon. Here's the edge with little tiny screws. Okay, I must have had it wrong because this has to go. There is no way to put the casters on the way I had it. I did it the wrong way, I think. Oh. Yeah, this has to be it because you've got a wooden base on here, which you can't see until I put these screws in. And that has to be where the 4 casters go. And the casters are over there. I'll have to stop and get the casters. So, they're in a bag somewhere on the clothing rack. And people keep asking me, are you going to assemble this? I don't know, it depends how I feel. I'm trying to see the holes. It's not easy. And bright light alert. I see the screws. Perhaps. Perhaps it's on the other side. I don't think so. That would make a lot of sense. Let's see. Nope. This is very wobbly. There are no holes for this. This is absolutely idiotic. There's no holes for the screw to go into. You just have to use brute force. And this is the outer edge, which is not supposed to be screwed. So I guess the only way you can do this is... And these edges did not line right. I'm going to have to loosen this. Where's my other screwdriver? Damn thing is off center. Alright, I'm going to lean this on the table. Okay, this fits. Properly. And now if I can find my screwdriver again. It's going in, but my hand does not like it. So what you want to do really with this wood maybe is pre-drill a slight hole so it will go in easier. And it's going in cockeyed. God. Take it out, start over. This is work. And what you probably need on this kind of project in the future, if you decide to do this, is some Loctite or something, because these screws just keep turning. They're in there, but the screw doesn't want it to stop turning. Alright, so now I'll get the other one. And my leg doesn't like this either. But I want to get at least these done this weekend. I'm going to put them in the bedroom. Now this screw is fighting me. Okay. Had a drill. I got to put it on light torque or whatever. I haven't used my drill in years. I hope I didn't put the power thing, the Craftsman drill, in Kathy's stuff because it's gone. Although I could probably get, no, this one just keeps turning. But it's in there. But you want Loctite. Put a bit of Loctite in the screw hole and take the screw out and then put the Loctite in so the screw will not turn easily or fall out. So now let's get, okay, there's, yeah. Third screw in here. And then I can, should I choose, sit on the bed. And, I don't know what all these holes are for. There's like 8 holes and no obvious hole. They must be for the casters. had to keep from swearing, I just dropped the screwdriver. Okay. This one's going in easier than the last one. But it's still turning. Because you probably cheap Chinese screws. Not a racist comment. If I had my choice, I'd use steel screws and whatever these are made out of. God knows what, aluminum or something, I don't know. Cheap brass, who knows. Okay. This is not the first project I've ever assembled, going back to when I was a kid and built ship models, tanks, airplanes. If I ever do this again, I will buy the power attachment for my drill, which is in the kitchen drawer, and pre-drill the holes. These screws keep spinning, which means they're crappy screws. Alright, so after however long it's been, here's the bottom. And when the canisters are put on, this monstrosity will go under the futon frame once we assemble the futon frame. So now I'm going to line this down. Move the lantern. See if anybody was in chat. And they take the perilous step across the bed. Yeah, well. Yeah, Loctite. Used that for years. In the 80s. The only thing with Loctite, once you put that sucker in, it hardens like a rock, and then if you want to remove the screw, you have to drill the damn thing out and start over. Okay, enjoy your pasta. I had oatmeal for breakfast and a cup of coffee. I'm moving on adrenaline, but at least it's together, and I still don't know where that screw bounced. But I can put 3 in and find the other one later. It'll be wobbly. But once this is the finest pressed fiberboard China can provide. Okay. Now, so Germany still makes good stuff. Jawohl. Okay. Being of German ancestry. Okay. Now I gotta put in the casters and keep them falling off on the bed. And this will free up some of the stuff by the door when I open and close the door. Although God knows where I'm going to put this thing. And the other one. This isn't. I wish Fluffy weren't lying there. Because I have this big fear of falling every time I step on this bedding. And injuring myself and the cat. Okay, hold on. I don't have a lot of room. box and on the frame. Frame. This thing I'm leaning on now, I did live. It took me, when I was in better shape and not having bronchitis, it took me an hour and a half to assemble this live. What the hell is in here? Why do I have? Oh my God! I don't know what I was doing that day. I put. Oh, that's why. I put all these stupid screws in TV dinner trays, and now they've all spilled out in the bottom of the box. So it's going to be fun determining what screws go where. Okay, hold on. Not a good idea. I keep pill bottles for screws when I use it. Ow! You stubbed my toe. Okay. Oh, casters. One caster. Two casters. This is the tube that was missing for the tube you put on the edges of the futon frame. Oop, and a screw just came out of it. It fell on the floor. It's my peril here. Alright, we now have 4 casters. And a partridge in a pear tree. Okay, move this aside. And now we figure out what screws go in the casters. It is K. And there's another screw falling on the floor. That's why I have the lantern so I can see what I'm doing. Okay. These are, oh sheep! I did not do this. These bags arrived opened. I'm not happy about their crappy, cheap Chinese bags. Alright, they are not Ziploc to be certain. Okay, everything wants to slide off the thing. So I lost another screw on the floor. So, this is J. Well, if you donate money to the channel for the cats, I wouldn't have to spend my money, as much money on cat food, and I get afford to buy food. So, you and the others, we never do. Okay. Because I'm looking at, I just ordered a small amount of food from Amazon on my Amazon store card. But after that, the food will be out by next. Now, what the hell are. I still can't figure out what these screws are for because there's 8 holes, and I don't know if I have 8 corresponding screws for them. I'll have to figure that out! Put these down before I drop some more screws. Alright, 2 of these go with the locks and 2 of these go with the unlocks. It looks like the ones with the locks go in front. These are the locks that go in front, so I used to get donations on a regular basis, then they stopped. Maybe I just had too much money problems. People are tired of hearing me say I'm having money problems. That will change. Okay. I watch guys with wonderful workshops and benches and sawhorses and all the equipment in the world, saws and planes and sanders and not Barry Sanders. Okay. Now these have actual real life holes in them. If I don't drop the screw out of the hole. And one of the reasons I bought this, aside from needing to get off the floor with the mattress and the bedding and all that stuff, is so that I can put clean blankets, pillows, pillowcases under the bed. So they're not all over the apartment and not getting dirty or dusty or all of that. I'll probably put them in plastic bags or something, which I'll have to get later. Now, and this bronchitis, I don't know if it's due to the bronchitis, age, or having had COVID, but when I do anything now, or having that woman fall on me twice in the bus, but I get very, very tired. And I wasn't getting tired before last year. And it's very frustrating because I don't like being tired and winded, and I want to get done and move on to the next thing. And my body says, nope, you're done for the day. That's it, except for cat feeding or going to the store. Okay. After I pay my bills and pay for cat food, and, well, at the end of this month, pay Kathy a portion of what I owe her, because I had to borrow money and food and from her. And I wind up being broke again until I pay down my credit cards and pay them all. Well, thank you. What do you think? How you doing? This woman is a saint, and she sends me stuff, and I most appreciate it. Okay. And I am busy screwing. Little double entendre humor here. Only screwing I'm going to get is stuff like this, that's for sure. Unless I get screwed by trolls. Alright, wiggling around. I don't know if you guys can see this or not, but now these are better screws than those other screws. They're actually tightening into the wood. Probably because they got a hole. Alright, now. And if anyone wants to send me stuff, George Senda, 1111 Ferry Street, apartment 958, Martinez, California, 94553. I can use paper towels, toilet paper always. Wet cat food for the cats, not Kirkland, that makes them throw up. And food for me. Nothing with garlic in it, nothing spicy. No Chef Boyardee, please. Kathy gave me for years from churches Chef Boyardee lasagna, Chef Boyardee ravioli. Now these. Oh, here's another problem. The first two went in, and then the other two are kind of hidden by the first two. So I think you have to do this kitty corner. So the one, I don't know if you can hear me or not. I can't hear in my one ear because of that stupid sinus infection. They're moving down. Okay. Luckily, I have strong legs. Bad knees, but strong legs. Okay. What the hell was that? I have no idea. Something just went clunk. Hope I didn't break my coffee cup. Oh, with a spoon. Okay. It scared me. A long time ago, I was a mechanical assembler and did this sort of thing, not with furniture, but did this sort of thing for a living many thousands of years ago. Get in the damn hole. All right, bye. What do you think? Thank you for coming in. Thank you for sending the presents. Yeah, you could do that. I would appreciate it. I have an electric screwdriver in the drawer too, but I don't think the problem is when the trolls tried to get evicted 2 years ago, I threw everything in boxes and took it to Kathy's house. So there may be treasures in there I'm not aware of. The damn screw hole is. Oh, that's where it went to. Okay. This thing shifted on me. So the trick is, and I forgot this, you kitty corner the first two so the other ones don't move. So on the next one, I'll do that. This one is not going in the hole. I wish my little folding cart had casters with brakes on them. Have a great Christmas. What do you think? If you're still watching. Yeah, finally got it to line up. This is what you call manual labor. All right, we have the first. Oh my God, this thing is heavy. Oh, my arm doesn't like that. I'm not gonna do this with the other wheels. We have the first wheel. Oh, Steve. Not what I want to say. There's the first wheel. It is in. It is secure. And so now we will do the second one. And when I finish this one, I'm quitting. I need a break. And I will assemble the other one tomorrow as soon as I figure out where the screws went. But I'll at least accomplish something rather than sleeping. And of course, every piece of furniture in here comes with its own cat hair. All right, now this is the other one. It's over there, so I'm going to have to twine this around. Where are all these chatters that wanted me to do this live yesterday? Where the hell are they on a Saturday? Okay. What I need is a light that could come down like they did on the Johnny Carson show and have a remote control, and then I could see what I'm doing. Okay, move these over. I have real trouble with tiny things, and I have real trouble in low light. I can see the hole, but I cannot get the screw into the hole because I'm covering up the hole. Okay, there we go. Yeah, well, that's my problem too. I got things as I have 4 or 5 MacBooks, iBooks behind me, and I know the power bricks are somewhere. I use my old iBook to play my old OS 9, OS 10 games. That's not going in right. There it goes. I think. No? It's still fighting me. I have all kinds of drill bits, Allen wrenches, or the key wrench, whatever you want to call them. Oh, okay. One thing I never learned how to do is solder. Otherwise, I could be repairing my Macs with help. Basically, a second pair of eyes. Now that, okay, that didn't go down all the way. So I have to undo it somewhat. Okay, now it's in there. So if you should decide to buy one of these, do yourself a favor, get a drill and make yourself some screw holes so the thing will go in easier. Don't make them too deep or else the screw won't sit. Alright, now I gotta do the other one. Caddy corner this time. Okay, that one's going in. Nice and tight. Okay. I have a theory they have this pressed fiberboard forest, and that's where they harvest the wood from the pressed fiberboard trees, but I could be wrong. I don't know if there's a real wood or not. Oh, I have no idea. Okay, now. Yeah, that's the key. Diagonal kitty corner so that the other thing, the plate for this wheel doesn't shift. Otherwise, it makes it really difficult to screw the screws into the holes. My voice is going to sinus problems. Okay. Or problem. So, okay, number 2 is in. I've got to have more power, Captain. I cannot put the screws in. Okay, now, anybody else? I don't know. Well, I ate 3 packs of oatmeal this morning, so I don't know if that is calories or not. I was hungry. But that was breakfast and a cup of coffee. Okay, hold on. It doesn't look like anybody else is in chat. Let me scroll up here. How about top chat? No? Alright. Okay. Number... I gotta clear up this table, but not today. Number 3. Now I have a problem that one of the screws dropped on the floor along with the spoon, which is under my foot. So I'm only going to be able to put 3 screws in these casters in one of them because I don't know where it bounced. Excuse me for burping. Okay. Now I gotta figure out where I keep. I didn't drop it. The bag was torn. I didn't drop the screw. The bag was torn. So the bag is full. From when I got this thing. Okay. I haven't even looked at where these other screws go and what screws they are yet. Okay, this is I. And I pray I didn't do this wrong and I have to take all these stupid things out of here. Now. Another thing I don't understand, people come down all the way down to my balcony and do their cell phone calling in front of my door. And I'm puzzled by this. Why aren't they doing the cell phone calling in front of their apartment instead of mine? I don't want to hear their phone calls and they're yelling. And a lot of the people here are not Caucasian and they like to yell on the phone. Not a racist comment, just what they are. But it's most annoying when I'm trying to sleep or watch television or whatever, or they're down the curb yelling and laughing and at 10 o'clock at night, or playing their loud music where the whole building shakes. Inconsiderate people that only focus on what they want. I have 2 headphones and I finally found a charging thing for the wireless headphones. So when I play music, I don't, for the most part, don't play it on the speaker from the Mac because I don't want to disturb anybody with my music. Even though it's far preferable to rap and some of the stuff that they play, because some of the stuff is just absolutely horrible. Oh, what are you, screw hole? I don't know. I don't, unless I'm mad at places like Boost Infinite and Boost Mobile. I lose my temper, I yell. But I'm talking yelling. I mean, loud enough that I have to close my door and I can't go to sleep. And I don't understand. Kathy and I don't yell. Patty doesn't yell when we're on the phone, unless we get in a fight. Just dropped the screw. Oh, God damn it. Wait, what the hell? He distracted me. I had to read the chat when I should have been paying attention to what I'm doing. Because years ago, we only had one black person in this building, and it was 90% white and quiet. But they'll stand downstairs and yell up at their friend, or they'll stand on the 3rd floor and talk to each other and be very, very loud. My mother and father would have smacked the hell out of me if I did that when I was growing up. kids playing in the street, yelling and screaming, that's one thing. But outside somebody's door or the next apartment up, you go and bang on the door, knock it off. But we're different in Pittsburgh. Or at least we were. People were more considerate back in the 50s. There wasn't, it's all about me. Okay, there it is. Self-centered people act as if they're the only one on the planet. I don't like stupid people. I don't like inconsiderate people. I don't like rude people. But then I have standards. My mother and I would argue about things I did, and she would nag me and be insufferable. But there's some things you do in life with the way you act, and there's other things you should not do. But I guess some of these people were not taught that you don't inflict your music or your noise on other people because it's disturbing other people. And you can get charged with disturbing the peace in the daytime. It's not just after 10 o'clock. Okay. I had a woman living next to me years ago. And the police came because I could not sleep during the day. And the entire building was vibrating, was shaking. It was like a 7.0 earthquake. She had stereo on with the boom, the bass, I guess, up full blast, and two cops banging on the door. It took 20 minutes for her to answer the door. That she literally couldn't, maybe she had headphones on, I don't know. But she couldn't hear them banging on the door, and they said, if you don't turn that down, we have to come back, you're going to jail. They were pissed. That was in Concord, when I lived in Concord. Okay. And when I lived in Sacramento, I had people above me that were screaming and yelling and carrying on. And didn't know till later, my apartment manager was very proactive. They were getting drunk and fighting and then yelling and screaming and passing out. And one day, I'm sitting in my living room and I had Niagara Falls going on in my hall linen closet, and water is running through the walls. And they got drunk, and what they did, they threw a whole bunch of toilet paper and paper towels down the toilet, and they flooded my apartment, they flooded their apartment. And the other thing, since they had clogged the toilet, they were using their dresser drawers as a toilet. And he had to throw it. First of all, they got evicted. He rented the place to one person. There were 8 people living in that apartment, and unbeknownst to him. And then he had to tear out all the drywall and both apartments. And this screw is not going in. Yeah, this woman was a secretary, and suddenly all her friends, her family, were all living in the apartment illegally. Now this screw is not cooperating. It's not going in. Right? Well, I'll just have to accept that. God, it looks like I dropped 3 screws here. Uh-oh. Or 3 screws fell. Okay. I lived in an apartment in San Francisco where the people above me were playing their music at 3 o'clock in the morning at full blast. And the cops come by and they turn it off. The cops would leave, they turn it back on again. Cops finally said, "You got to stop this." And the manager came up and banged on. And they told the manager the F word. They told the cops the F word. Cops finally came and arrested them. This is why I want my own apartment building. I can nicely say you must keep your music down, you must keep the noise down, you have to be considerate of other people and other tenants. Okay. Oh, there's number 3. I'll put this down and see if I can find the screws. No, there's 1. No, it's not a screw. Where did I put the lantern? Okay. Problem with screws on this floor, they bounce. Okay, I see 2 of them. I see a screw that goes to something. I don't know what. Well, I got lucky. No, that's not a screw, it's a piece of cat food. Not that it was another screw. Oh, there's the other screw. And my other screwdriver. Okay. Oh. Oh. My head didn't like bending over. Alright, the final caster. Wait a minute. You excuse the term, this is screwy. I seem to have what? They gave me 3 locking casters and 1 caster does not lock. Oh, that's why. It's for the other drawer. Okay, this is the other one that doesn't lock. Okay. That's for tomorrow. I panicked for a minute. What the hell is going on here? Okay. Oh. I bring you the 10 commandments of woodworking. Okay. Oh. Oh my God. This is heavy. Okay. Okay. Anyway, Kathy has a brother, and he doesn't yell either unless he gets angry. So I had enough yelling in my life. My parents fought. I only yelled at my mother once, and she was incredibly mean. And I finally snapped of the years of abuse, verbal abuse, and walked out. And Kathy told my mother up. My mother said, "Do you want to stay here?" And she said, "You just gave my boyfriend a ration of crap, and I'm not staying." That's my words, but I'm not staying here. Are you crazy? You're terrible. You're mean to George. And I'm not going to tolerate it or justify it by sitting here because you want me to sit here for what? For years she didn't like Kathy, but Kathy told her off, and then their whole attitude changed because she wouldn't put up my mother's crap. I told my mother one day, I said, you got to realize that Kathy and I are together for life. If you don't like it, that's your problem. Okay. There we go. All right. They're done. Those are done. All four are on there successfully. And let me look. Counting the original video, which you won't see. Or maybe you will see. I stopped it. I've now been doing this for 1 hour and 8 minutes. If you add the other video, 1 hour and 34 minutes to put this portion together. And now we will look and see. Eyes. No, not eyes. Elves. I hope I have more elves. Not elves. Now, this doesn't have a label on it. This must be the elves. Or you say, what the L? Here's 2 screws. I don't know where they go to. This secures the wood. Oh my God. All right. I really don't care what color people are. Rude is rude, and being noisy is being noisy. But that's who they are. But there are people living in this building that are 95 years old. They're quiet people. They don't like the noise either. I hope I'm not here at all 95. I'll go nuts. All right, the last one. And so bright I can't see the holes. There we are. Boy, they got these holes about 4 inches from each other. These secure the wood bottom to the drawer. That squeak was not the cat, it's the screw going in. And they're still spinning in their axis, so. I I'm assuming no one's chatting, so I don't know what's going on. But I call them as I see them. Tell the truth. And if it's not politically correct, well, I'm sorry, I'm not going to mince words or make excuses or for bad behavior, for being inconsiderate. There are venues where you can yell and it's acceptable. Football game, baseball game, sporting event, you cheer the person on stage. When you go to see a play or a live concert, unless you're doing classical piano or ballet, I guess you don't. You may cheer for that too, I don't know. But I don't think you're yelling scream. Yeah, these screws do not like to stop turning. So, okay. So I will have to get some Loctite because this screw is spinning also. I don't know what kind of crappy screws these are, but it's most annoying. Okay. My vacuum needs a new belt, and so I can't vacuum before I'm getting all kinds of dust off this thing. When I get Loctite, I'll probably unscrew these screws, put a dab of Loctite in so they stay screwed in. Okay, where is this going? I don't know. Where are the other? This is going to be completed, and then I will quit for the day and assemble the other one tomorrow live and publish the. Now they give me a black screw. I don't know why I've got a black screw here. And publish the other one later after I've had a rest. I've had 2 hours of sleep. People ask me to do this live, so that's what I'm doing. And more likes you give a video, the more YouTube will direct people to that video creator's content. And remember, you can join the channel for $3.99 or $6.99 a month. You see content not shown on the regular channel. I may do this live for my channel members with something one day. I haven't done that before. I don't know how to do that for channel membership using OBS. I have to see if I can ask the gear, can you do this so it's only for people who subscribe and pay for the subscription. But definitely use Loctite because these screws just spin. I suspect if I had a drill they'd go through. They just keep turning. They're going in, but they just keep turning. And this is starting to hurt my leg. And I don't hazard to guess 20 pounds maybe per drawer. I don't know. 30? It's lying in one spot on my... God. It's lying on one spot on my leg and it's starting to get sore. Okay. Ah. But I would advise you to take something and make a little bit bigger hole than what they give you on these things, just so that the screw will go in easier. And then put some Loctite or whatever other product there is out there, so that the screws lock into place. Then you have to have a special tool to remove the screw once you've Loctited it in. Although I think acetone used to eat Loctite. I don't remember. Acetone. It's been years. And if there were white people, I have had neighbors that lived here that were Caucasian that were out on the sidewalk at 2 a.m. yelling and screaming and laughing. And I kept calling the cops on them until finally I went down one night and said, you know, you guys are right under my balcony and I can't go to sleep. Yeah, as the screw turns. You got it. And the screws in this thing can keep turning. So when I get Loctite, I'll take all the screws out one at a time, put a dab of Loctite in. I don't have the money to do it now. If someone, I will type my address in when I'm done putting this thing together. If someone wants to send me a bottle of Loctite, not used, new, I would appreciate it. And I gotta flip this around because I cannot see the holes. Okay. This is why I think it used to be Angie's List or somebody or other. They charge a minimum of 2 hours at $60 an hour to come out and assemble something like this, because this is work. I think they also want you to pay for their gas. But I have no burritos or tacos to give you, sir. Sorry, I cannot help pay for your gas. And it's not Taco Tuesday. I saw a towel when we were in Safeway. I want tacos on Wednesdays. I said, no, that's wrong. It's Taco Tuesday, you fools. Whoever made this towel. Now, this screw is not, it went in, but went in cockeyed. Let's back it out. Okay. Now, Kathy said that this really should have a cover on it rather than be open. And what I might do in the future is measure this, take a picture of it, go to Home Depot, get them to cut a piece of clear hard plastic and then get some small tiny hinges and have a dust cover over this thing, so that the clothing didn't get dust on it and cat hair and debris and cat food particles, litter or whatever, and it would stay clean. I'm thinking of that in the future. Now this one's fighting me too. gets down to the bottom, they keep spinning, which is very annoying. Okay. Oh, it's starting to leave my leg. I'm losing the ability to hold on to this. I gotta get done. Of course, super chat donations one day would be nice. It is. Yesterday was the last day of Hanukkah at sundown, but I also stop at Christmas presents, the holiday season. My cats no longer play with kitty toys, but Mama Cat and Kitten love kitty toys, love catnip mousies and catnip. And so does Tiny One. I've never tried to give them gray catnip. I'll try it sometime. But you really can't leave toys out there because someone will throw them away. But when it's warmer, Mama Cat and Fuzzy used to play with cat toys. They loved, Mama Cat loved Fuzzy. Fuzzy loved Mama Cat. I miss my baby Fuzzy every day. I miss my little baby so much. Okay. And we are down to, I'm not sure, 2, 1. I think this is it, folks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How can you have 9? 10, 2, 3, 4. Miscounting because I can't see. And there's a screw in there. Yeah. 10 screws. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. We are done. So, let me get this out of my hand. Put the other screws for the drawer tomorrow back in the bag. Put this down for a second so I don't lose them. And you'll see this again tomorrow. Another thrill-packed episode, The Adventures of George Senda, the man from Krypton, Pittsburgh. Dun 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 dun. Better than a speeding bullet, less powerful than a locomotive, able to leap over tall tacos in a single bound. Okay. So, I'm going to put the rest of these in the bag that's intact so they don't get lost for tomorrow. Because I have another drawer to assemble tomorrow, and then the other assembly will be when Kathy comes here. We can put the cats out, strip the bedding, and assemble the Futon frame, and I'll be off the floor at last. And here it is. I did not use the mallet. The bed is not done. This is done. You can see tomorrow number 2. This is the first drawer that goes under. It's all right. It's all right. Okay. Senior Wenceslas. This goes under the Futon frame. Let me. I gotta do this the roundabout way because I cannot see the camera. I spent 26 minutes trying to do this in photo booth and gave up. And, oh my God. Okay. 1 hour, 53 minutes to assemble one drawer. I will publish the photo booth video tomorrow after I do the live video and after I've had a rest. So this took 1 hour and 53 minutes, almost 2 hours. By the way, they said this whole project, I think, on the paperwork takes only so many hours, I think they're full of crap. Of course, with two people, it might be easier, but I can do it with myself, you know. So this is it. This is the first drawer, and my bedding, pillows, sheets, pillowcases. When the bedding is clean. Now, it's not very deep, and I may get one of those in the future, those vacuum thingies you attach to your vacuum cleaner. It shrink, removes all the air, and put them in plastic bags. But this is for the, apparently there's a style of futon frame called mission style, rather than mission tortilla chips. Now, you can think about it as tortillas, tacos, and burritos. But this is the first one. Now I'm going to put this down, not drop it on the fluffy, move my other boards so they don't fall on me or the fluffy. Move my bag of trash. Okay. Okay. And straighten out my sweatshirt. And I'm going to move this to the bedroom and find a home for it. So other than getting some Loctite, it's this one's in the books. In the vault, as Rush Limbaugh used to say, in the radio vault, well, this is in the YouTube vault. Another successful, as far as it goes, except they dropped a screw somewhere. Or that fell out of the bag. I don't know where. Here's the spoon. Here's number K with a hole in it. I did not do the hole. That's why screws have been. These little cheapo bags they got. When I opened the box with all the screws that came in the second box because the screws are missing, they put holes in the bag. Okay. So I will take this and we'll check one last thing. If I were stronger and not so heavy, I could make a giant skateboard out of this thing. All right. Put a motor on it and go down to the throttle and ride the thing down the street with a horn on it. There goes Fluffy running away. All right. Okay. It wasn't hard to move it down the hall, but picking it up and putting it on something was not easy. So tomorrow I will get up whenever I wake up, have my coffee, take my pills, take my breathing apparatus, and begin anew on another exciting continued do-it-yourself because you're too stubborn and you want to do everything yourself rather than have someone help you. But I'm not building that futon frame by myself. So, no, it's a Futon frame for me. I've lived long enough. I'm out of breath because lifting that thing up in the air, the only place I could put it on the top of a chair, which has a bin of clothing that Patty did not wash after she said she washed it. I don't wear them for the other one until Kathy comes over. No, the assembly. I got the board for the number 2 drawer behind me. The stuff is there under the rack and by the door. And I don't know if you can see it with me in the way. See the stuff by the door? Let's turn off the light. Oh, my arm hurts. Did not like lifting that thing. Behind the jackets and stuff, you can't see it. It's hidden by the jacket on top of my vacuum cleaner. But behind the front door, you can see the wood there. Are the futon frame itself. So this took me counting the aborted 2 hours of sleep. But I am Superman. I can do it with no sleep, almost. This took me 1 hour and 53 minutes to assemble 1 drawer. Now, I don't know what I did with the cockamamie instructions tree. Here it is. Let us see how long they say, if it says it here at all, and I seem to recall they said it somewhere. How long they claim it takes to assemble this. After a few days from initial assembly, the product may have acclimated to new environment. Please retighten the hardware. Doesn't stay tight now. And let's see. I still don't know why they want me to use a mallet. I bought 2 of them. Doesn't say any idea of what, and it does not say how long it takes to assemble this thing. Anywhere on here. Expected assembly time. This is why these people should be taken out and flogged or something. Not literally, but hey, Americans don't put out crap like this. We do videos, we have manuals, we don't have pictures of drawers and pictures of futon frames and how it's supposed to look at the end. And now there's the 2 pictures of the drawers. I bought this from an online catalog store named Ginny's, but they also sell one in Montgomery Ward's. They sell it on Midnight Velvet or whatever the hell it's called. They own about 6 companies, and the weird thing on Ginny's now, this one is out of stock, so I must have got the last one. And I can't hear, my ear is clogged. So, but the boards are sitting here for tomorrow when I get up and have the fun of doing this again. Now I figured out what board goes where. You have the Board of Education right here. And I will have the exciting assembly challenge tomorrow. And remember, now these just fell on the floor. I had not put them on the floor. This is part of what has to go in the board for tomorrow. I don't know how they fell on the floor. It's a good thing I looked down. I'm tired. I didn't go anywhere except to get up twice, but I'm tired. This is work. And my right shoulder is hurting now. It does not like doing this. But I'll do almost anything my channel viewers, unless you're incredibly beautiful, in which I'll do anything for your channel. Just don't tell Kathy. but you must come over and help me do laundry and take me to the store. And then I will have my way with you with my screwdriver and my mallet. So, no, no. The futon is supposed to be assembled with two people. And someone, and I'm sore right now. My arms are sore. My hands are sore. My fingers are sore. No, I need a rest. You know, I'm making jokes about being Superman, but I do not have an S in my chest. I am not Kal-El. And I hate the mythos now where they claim the S does not stand for Superman. It stands for the House of S. And I add a B to that. But my arm, I injured my right shoulder, my left shoulder, when the woman fell on me twice in the bus. And doing this, the pain's now radiating down my hand, down to my hand. But the frame that's behind me, I'm not going to lift the metal parts. They're heavy. But you have the two frames, and then a bar has to be put together with the tubes, and you have to have someone hold one end while you hold the other one, while you, with your third hand that you don't have, put those tubes in, tighten the screws in, and then have that all put together. And you cannot do that. I'm not elongated man, and I'm not Dr. Octopus, so you need a second person. Now, he saw me when I was on the bus one day, and I waved, and he ignored me. So he stopped talking to me for some reason. He was strange. So, and I can't call him. Remember, I have no working phone now. I can't call anybody. I can't even call Philip Morris. They don't do those commercials anymore. Call for Philip Morris. I always wondered about that. It came out as Moritz, but the guy's name was a Bellman. That was Philip Morris cigarettes, which I don't think they make anymore either. So I used to know Bill Gates, but it's been a long time. So I would have become maybe a packaging engineer or something like that. You know, I wasn't fully cognizant of software, but you never know what might have happened if I'd gone to Albuquerque. I would have found out where the right turn was that Bugs Bunny failed to make. And very good Mexican food there. A murking phone? I said working, not murking. I have no upper teeth, so my speech gets slurred. And no, I call you late for dinner. I don't know why you're late for dinner. Yeah, that's an old joke too. Back from the 40s, I think, or maybe vaudeville. I haven't talked to Abram in 2, 3, 4 years, whenever he did videos together. I don't know why he got mad at me. I have no idea. One day I called him, and he kind of gave me the brush off, and then that was it. So, this is a very... Somebody has taken a tool and beaten the hell out of this penny. I don't know if you can see it. I found this on the floor the other day. So, now I don't know what murking would be anyway. Computer, is there a word named murking? M-U-R-K-I-N-G?
Murking is a word that is not commonly used in the English language. As a result, there are no antonyms available for the word murking.
Oh, that's interesting. Now, Kathy is not here, and Kathy and I had to go out shopping, and I had to deal with Boost Infinite. I was not going to be assembling a Futon frame yesterday. So we'll do that next week. I will do the drawer tomorrow, and then I'm going to, Monday or Tuesday, whenever it's convenient. It takes her 5 hours to get here. And then we have to strip the bed. Fluffy and little girl have to be outside. Little girl was coughing during the night too. Not as bad as Fluffy. And when I pay off Bolero and I pay off Swiss Colony, I gave an Amazon payment. When I pay down some of my other cards, the cats will go to the vet for their shots. And then I will save up for them to going to the vet for their bronchitis or whatever they've got, upper respiratory infection. So, yeah, they're horrible. Now, this has had a tool taken to it. If you saw this thing, it has imprints on it. And it looks like it's been sitting in dirt or something, but it's something has hit it. It's not an error. Somebody has used some kind of weird tool on this because both sides are like they beat it to death. I don't think it's a dye thing at the mint. I think that because I can feel the raised. I would probably soak this in Dawn to see what the hell it is, but it's just really, I can't even. I don't know. If something is raised on above the letters are all standing on one side, you can barely see Abraham Lincoln on the other. But it's like somebody took a hammer and went boom, 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 boom. It's 15 miles to her house by car. But she gets on the bus. They stop at the BART station. Then she takes another. She has to wait. Or I tell her to keep taking BART. She waits for the bus, but BART gets you from her BART station to Concord BART in about 10 minutes. And I don't know why she didn't listen to me, but what else is new? Then she takes the 16 that takes, you figure it takes 45 minutes to an hour to get to BART, another 40 minutes to get from her BART. If she takes the bus here, they stop the bus at noon, it doesn't run till 2 o'clock. And she's always late. I missed the bus. She's always missing the bus. Drives me crazy. So now I just had County Connection send me another set of paperwork to get my doctor to sign it. Then I can use the vans. And the vans for Tri-Valley Transit are horrible because they feel every bump in the road. No, I'm not a Yugoslavian historian. I know the history of Slovakia and Yugoslavia somewhat, but because one of my grandparents was from Hungary, the other one was from Czechoslovakia. So, but that's a different thing than Yugoslavia, which I think is an artificial creation because you have Croats and other people there. That's why they had a Bosnia. That's why they had a big ethnic war there under Bill Clinton. Not because of Bill Clinton, but them people have hated each other for hundreds of years. The Serbian, I knew people at a Serbian church in Sacramento. They're nice people, but most of my knowledge of Yugoslavia and Slovakia is World War I, World War II. I don't know much more about that other than, and then Hungary, of course, you have Vlad Tepes, Dracula, the real Dracula, who is a real SOB. Very brutal. And he had delegates come from another king or duke or something, and they brought him gifts, and he said he had their heads nailed. They had fezzes which they did not remove. I think they came from Turkey or somewhere, and they didn't remove them, and he felt offended, so he had his men take a nail and hammer the fezzes to their brains, which killed them, but he was not a nice guy. So, all right, now I can barely move my hand. My hand is right-handed. I'm right-handed. My right hand is sore now. Uber raised their rates because of the pandemic. Okay, hold on. I gotta find. There it is. If you want to send me a drill, I will look in my drawer tomorrow and see what drill they own. I don't have the power brick for them. Oh, there's a screw. It fell on my keyboard. Well, it's nice to know the screw is in my keyboard instead of in my head. Okay. Gifts, gift cards, whatever would also work. eBay, because I would have to get it on eBay. Oh, where? That's not the right address. I could sure use a power brick for the screwdriver if I do future projects, because it would save a lot of wear and tear on my poor aching arthritic hands. Okay, there we go. I am not going to do the second drawer, Tim, so stop it. I'll put you in a timeout. I'm done for the day. God, I don't have the energy and my hand hurts. And there goes my sex life. Not. My sex life has its own, and Kathy's has its own billboard because it's missing. All right, and my sitting here for an hour and a half, my leg is going numb, my foot is going numb, my back hurts, my butt hurts, my knees hurt. Don't expect me to do 2 of these in one day. Unless you want to come over and help. I'm tired. My whole right arm is just pain is radiating. Ever since I've injured this rotator cuff 3 times, maybe 4, and pain radiates up and down the arm when I do too much. So, and I talked to my doctor. This thumb is hurting all the time, and it may be because I have to keep using my cane, which is why I wanted the scooter so badly. And I will have another scooter next year somehow. Buy a used one and get it refurbished. So, all right. And remember, the fictional detective Nero Wolfe was from Montenegro. There's your other trivia fact. Okay, you can donate to the channel. And maybe one day you guys will realize that any money you send me goes for the cats, but it also enables me to pay for things like this because I'm not spending money on cat food. So, Tom Clancy is dead, I'm sorry. Well, I haven't assembled it yet. That will come next week whenever Kathy comes over. So, I'll just fall. By the way, last night several times I dozed off. Got me killed in Diablo 2. I fell asleep. I dozed up sitting here playing Diablo. I was playing Diablo 2 until 9 o'clock this morning. I'm not going to do that again. But it's addictive. Computer games are in my blood. I hope I enjoy it too. I just hope the mattress fits. I hope I fit, because I would be terrible if it's too short. And that sleep
This might
sitting
answer
up.
your question. Todd Anthony Shaw, better known by his stage name Too Short, is an American rapper and record producer.
Computer, stop! I didn't ask you that, you idiot. I said the Futon frame was too short. Stupid machine. God, who programmed the Alexa system? Has to be the dumbest programmer in the United States or the world. I don't know. I don't know. I'd have to look it up. I'm too tired right now. Yes, yes, because I knew it when I ordered it. You'll take my weight, but I don't know and I don't remember. My neck is hurting too. Sleeping on the floor is not doing wonder. My whole neck is tense all the time. Flubby loves it. Little girl loves it. No, it's not going to support 2 adults. Every time Kathy comes here, I have to strip the bed and remake it because she moves around the bed and she shifts all my bedding off, and then I lie down and there's nothing supporting my back, and I want to strangle her. Not literally, but I want to scream. I told her, you need to stop doing this. So next time she comes over, she's sitting in the chair. No lying down. She goes to sleep because she's bored. I have a high threshold of boredom. I think I'm using the term correctly. She has a low threshold of boredom. So, but this is my bed. Now, if she comes over and I'm working on a video and she could, assuming the futon frame will hold the mattress I've got, the mattress is not too big for it, in which case I've got to buy a mattress, and that's another couple $100. I haven't paid for this damn thing yet. Then she can lie down, but I come first in this case. It's George's bed, not Kathy's bed to lie on. Now, what's for dinner? Vegetables. Or a can of chicken soup. Or potatoes with cheese. That's all I got right now. I have no other food. Although Amazon may deliver a food order in my catbox landers today, I'm not certain. You're evil. You're evil, Pig Farm. Evil, evil Subway. Meatball. Where's my damn meatball sandwich? You were supposed to send me one. Special delivery by Subway Dash. I got all these notifications for credit card payments due next month, so that goes out again. But Bolero paying them off at the end of the month will be huge because that frees up $100 a month. That's why I'm broke. That's why I need cat food money. I think I have managed with the purchases of the cat food to get to where the 29th I will be able to feed the cats until payday, until check day. All right, I'm gonna go. Remember, you can join the channel for $3.99 or $6.99 a month. I tried their tuna fish. Well, excuse me. Of course, the Target card, the Merit Bank card that still hasn't sent my authorized user card, Kathy's Bank of America credit card. I have 2 Aspire cards, another card, 2 Citibank cards, 2 Capital One cards. I don't know, maybe 11 credit cards. But some of them have been paid off, except I had to use things, and I had to use Stoneberry to buy new shoes, Ginny's to buy the futon frame, Country Door to buy that thing, and the thing in the bedroom that I can't assemble, and a part fell on the floor somewhere. One day I'll find it. It has these weird connectors, and they don't connect. They slip onto the tubes, so I'm going to have to pay to somebody, but I'm not going to have that assembled until I move out. So, a lot of people are maxing out their credit cards because, contrary to what they're telling you, this is a terrible economy and people have no savings, according to Blind and Billionaire. And for once, I normally don't agree with the guy because I think he's kind of like a clickbait troll. He did videos today. Three legislations to not tax Social Security benefits, which would be good for those people, but doesn't help people like me. Sears, what the hell are you going to do with a Sears card? There's almost no Sears left. I use the George Senda debit card from my credit union. Bought both mallets on top of the refrigerator. So I bought a mallet. The anti-troll, one's a small mallet, one's a big mallet. One's a rubber mallet, one's a steel mallet. One has steel on one side or iron or whatever it is, and a hard plastic center on the other. The anti-troll defense. I could be Thor, the mighty Thor, a mighty Thor. So, okay. I've got waffles. I've got 1 can of Progresso soup. I have 3 or 4 boxes of Green Giant vegetables, and I have potatoes, and I'm not going to eat oatmeal for dinner. And nor am I going to eat waffles for dinner, but I have no money. I don't think I have any money for food. I can't find how much. I know one credit card's $9 over the limit. I'm going to give them $40 next week. Next this air. Actually, Radio Shack is back. There's a video. Radio Shack reopened. Someone bought the rights and opened up the first Radio Shack. So they're back. I don't know what's in there, but they're back. Amazed the hell out of me. I didn't watch the video yet. Okay, my body is saying, get out of this chair. Excuse me. All right, this is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. Have a great afternoon, a great evening, a great weekend. Rain will be coming tomorrow here in Martinez, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, which sucks. Makes it hard for me to feed the cats. And remember, you can help feed the cats by donating to the channel. PayPal at George Falky2013 at gmail.com, or do super chat donations. Because every dollar I don't spend on cat food is a dollar I can spend to pay down my bills or get products. Where you get to watch me assemble stuff by myself and then have a lot of pain for the rest of the day. All right, stay wet, warm, dry, or cool as the case may be. Have a cool beverage, a hot beverage, an adult beverage, a beverage with an adult in it. And I will catch you next time, and watch the Futon frame drawers. Bye-bye for now. This is George Senda, the guy from Pittsburgh. See you later. Thanks for coming in. Click the like button and get your friends, family, coworkers, men and women on the street, absolute strangers, to subscribe. And they'll go, who is this guy? I don't know. You ask that of myself sometimes. Bye-bye for now.